is the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Jacksonville territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. At the Jaguars' 47-yard line. Mark 54. Mark 54. Block off the play action. Let's go, oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Block. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
A little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as it'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. At their own 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. 47 right. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you tries to force it in and it's intercepted.
Takes this one back into the end zone. Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Oh, good return up past the 30. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Check 52. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence to Chenault for a Jaguar first.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, Charlie. Cut. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Get ready. Get ready. 45. Mike, 45. X3. 218. Chop. They go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Safety screaming. Shit.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Yeah, that's what I do. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Topper!
Check 13. Check 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the 3 points there, CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From the 27, Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Javonte Williams out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now Locke. Space to maneuver up the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. And then convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. This is the tight end fake. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
He takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, way too.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Lock going to hand it off here to Gordon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
54 mark. Check.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
70, Indy.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Don't get nervous. Check 50. Check 50.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
41's coming. 40.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a chance 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence to Chark, 1st down, Jacksonville. On 1st down, Lawrence. Goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Robinson. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Touchdown! Marvin Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is down to 4. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they get their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Bobo to Mike. Mike Bobo.
Here's Locke to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better reviews and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up positive yardage.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down. Lawrence will throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
50, play. Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, lock it. Rock. Watch the whip. Check 22.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And it's third down.
Going to throw. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Agnew now to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes are darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. I've got him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds.
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Go! 18, Gator. Check, 47. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Get it.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Single, single.
Again, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him run it. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Ready! 90 Wolf! Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Yeah. From the 24, Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhurst.
Oh, I know how I feel.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Silver. Both sevens and Mike.
Now Lawrence to throw. To Chenault on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Now Lawrence. It's caught. It's Chenault again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The Jaguars are eager to see what Laviska Shenault and Trevor Lawrence can do together. Shenault was a second-round pick in 2020, and they're going to move him like a chess piece all over the formation and even put him in the backfield.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Blue draw quarters. Protein spell.
Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hard. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 41's coming.
Robinson now off the option. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Take four. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Second down and goal. Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. To return, here's Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Under pressure, they got him again. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And they say inside the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
That is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, So the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. From the gun, it's Lawrence. First target, and he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Shamar Stephen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to make a play in the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11 now.
Mike 50. Come on, come on. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the clock. Watch the clock. Here we go. Here we go.
They run it again with Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
44, Mike, 44.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking then.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Locke.
Watch the screen.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver.